Everybody, welcome to Dr.K.Liu Maths channel. This question is from, no, this is the 2025 DS M1, not M2, M1, M1 tip question. And it is a confidence interval problem. Let's look at this question. And the daily time spent in hours and spent on their homework of each student in Hong Kong nation. Hong Kong students are very hard, and they spend many times much time in study and or in working. I think most people know this. And let's look at this one. And the mean distribution is mu, and a random sample of 81 students is drawn from the Hong Kong nation, and the mean and standard duration of their daily time spent are 2.5 hours and 1.64 hours respectively. Construct a 99% confidence interval. The first thing we know that the mean distribution is normal distribution. That mean is 2.5 and standard duration should be 1.64 over square root of 81. Variance is take square. And by the properties of 90% confidence interval, it means that under this curve, under this distribution, there should be 2.5 minus k, 2.5 plus k. Within this range, the total probability should be equal to 99%. That is 0.99. Therefore, we here can set a probability function that is the mean distribution between 2.5 minus k and 2.5 plus k is equal to 0.99. Then I change to be standard normal distribution, that is minus k over 1.64 over 9. And here is positive k over 1.64 over 9 equal to 0.99. And change the to the domain from 0 to k, 9k over 1.64 should be equal to 0.495. Then we look at the table, the standard normal distribution table. The value of 9k over 1.64 should be equal to 2.575. Then in this case, the k is 0.4692. Therefore, the 99% confidence interval is equal to 2.5 minus this one is the lower bound is 2.0308 and the upper limit is 2.9692. Yes, that's right. Okay, this is the part A. For part B, another sample of 25 students is drawn from the Hong Kong nation, and the mean and standard duration of their daily time spent on their homework are 3.150, 15 hours and 1.89 hours respectively. The two samples are combined together for consideration. Find the standard duration of the combined sample. The sample standard duration is given by this formula. Okay, we have to look at the carefully the data, because too many data we have to handle. First, we let x1, x22, x81 be the first sample, and by the given data, that the mean means summation over 81 should be equal to 2.5. That's this data. And the SD, that means, okay, that's the total sum should be equal to 2.5 times, let me see, 2.5 times 81 should be 202.5. Next step, we have to use this formula to calculate summation xi square minus n should be, here is 81 times the mean 2.5 square over the bracket over all 81 minus 1 should be equal to standard deviation. Standard deviation here is 1.64. 64, yes. But here I have to take square. And change the subject. Change the subject of this one. Xi squared should be equal to 721 point, yeah, 418. This is 1-2 equation. For another set of data, 25 students, y1 I call y1 and y2 to y25 be the second sample. Then by the given data, the mean is 3.15. That means summation yi over 25 should be 3.50. That is the sum of yi should be equal to 25 times 3.50. 3.50 times 25 is 78.76. Okay, and then for I apply this standard deviation formula again, and 1 over 25 minus 1 bracket summation yi square minus n is, here is 25 times 3.150 square equal to the standard deviation 1.89. 1.89. In this case, I use calculator to calculate the summation of yi squared should be equal to 333.729. Okay, go back to the Liu mean, the combined mean. The combined mean should be equal to the total sum of xi plus the total sum of yi over the total number of students, that is 81 plus 25. That is the total sum here is this one. Total sum of x here. The total sum of y here. That is 202.5 plus 78.76 over 106. The Liu mean should be equal to 1125 over 424. Yes, so great. Okay, next we have to use this formula to calculate the Liu standard, the combined standard deviation. The combined standard deviation should be equal to, okay, I write here. The sigma is the total number of students should be 106 minus 1 bracket. The total sum or square should be sum of these two parts, this part and this part. That is 721.418 plus 333.7929. Then minus the n times n is 106 times the Liu mean here, square 1125 over 424 square then square root. That is the Liu SD. That is the Liu standard deviation. The next step, only we have to use calculator. Okay, the calculator show that is 1.7154. That is the combined standard deviation. Okay, I finished this talk and hope guys can enjoy this video. And if you found Dr. K.Liu Math channel is useful, please subscribe my channel. Okay, bye bye.